In Season 1, we won the Bundesliga and also won the Pokal with the signing of Paqueta. He was absolutely unbelievable. So in Season 2, we're going to have to sign some more superstars and hopefully this time win the Champions League. Let's get straight into Season 2. And we start off Season 2 with the departure of Eric Dyer on a free transfer. So with that, our squad is looking like this. I'm very happy with it. The players' ratings are an absolute joke. And look how much squad depth we now have. So many players were out on loan last year. And there's some absolute wonder kids hidden in there. So we're going to sort through them very soon. But with £171 million in the budget, the board are backing us here to win the Champions League. We're going to spend it on some absolute ballers. And hopefully that's enough to take us to a Champions League trophy. But back to the loan list. Look how many players we've listed here. There's a few stars like Paul Vanna here, 19 years old, 74 rated. Iran Kunda, if you play career mode, you know about him. Honestly, so many wonder kids, but so many listed. So hopefully a good chunk of those will be going. But looking back at this team, and sadly, I think it might be time for 39-year-old Neuer to be replaced. At this point, at this age, he is just going to start going down in ratings. He can still get minutes in the cup and stuff like that, but not being our starter is probably ideal. And I think there's two keepers that could fill that role. Firstly, Diogo Costa, very well established, 25 years old, 85 rated. The stats are unbelievable. And secondly is Restes. He's an absolute joke on this game, 20 years old, 81 rated. He's not as good right now as Costa, but his potential in this game is insane. So we're going to have a think and decide between those two. But just before we do that, the hero of Season 1, the Pokal winning scorer, Coman, has requested to leave and we have accepted it. And he's staying in Germany. We've accepted 2 offers to Leipzig and Frankfurt for around £44 million. So sadly, Coman will be out the door. And he's wasted no time going to Leipzig for £43.3 million, leaving us with a massive £213 million to be spending. And we have done it. We've decided what keeper we want. And we've decided that Diogo Costa is the answer. He's 25 years old. He's still going to continue to grow. And he's the solution right now. He's 85 rated. And he's an absolute baller. So he's joined from Porto for £73.5 million. And with him in the team, I think that defence could actually be unstoppable this season. Don't be surprised if we barely concede goals. And I mean, our squad depth is insane. We have an 85 rated Polina on the bench. And I saw the comments about Pavlovic as well. I completely get what you're on about. And he's an absolute wonder kid. So we will try and get him involved. We've got Bowie as well that's going to be getting involved. The squad depth is absolutely crazy. But one place with all the money that we've got that could still maybe be improved, especially with the backup, is Sane. I mean, I'm very happy with Sane. He put up crazy numbers Season 1. It's not about replacing him. It's about making that position really deep because we have so many competitions, so many games to be playing this season. Sane by himself on that left wing, it is going to be a bit of a test. So we are going to be looking at some left wingers, and I've highlighted Gakpo, which for one reason, he's versatile. He can play down the middle, he can play on the left, and he's a different style of winger to Sane. And then we've got Bayern, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but again, a bit of a different style of winger, 23 years old, 83 rated. Both of these look very good. But before we decide that, look at all these players that have gone out on loan. I'll pause it for a second so you can, analyse some of them. But some have gone to half-decent teams. So we'll be seeing at the end of the season who's grown and could potentially be involved in Season 3. But back to that left winger. We've decided Cody Gakpo is the man for us. £70 million from Liverpool. And he is in the squad. So we have the option either to start him on the left. Because remember, Sane is traditionally a right winger. He's very comfortable on the left. We can either start him on the left, or we can do this if Kane gets a bit tired. Remember, we didn't actually have a backup for Kane last season. This year, we kind of do in the form of Gakpo. So Gakpo can start up front, Sane on the left, Alicia on the right. I like both of those options, very good. I think Gakpo could be an absolute game changer for us. And with £60 million still in the budget, I don't really think there's anything else to spend it on. So we're actually going to play the Super Cup against Bayern Leverkusen, and we're giving Gakpo the start. I'm hoping he can perform in this game. Sane's on the bench. If he has a rough start, it's all good. But it's a good opportunity here to get our hands on some silverware very early on into the season. As always, I'll show you some key highlights. Musiala on the ball into Kimmich. Great ball into Kane, who's played out wide to Gakpo. And look at this, Gakpo early involvement across to Paqueta. And Paqueta doesn't make a mistake. We're 1-0 up against Bayern Leverkusen. And Gakpo has already got a goal involvement Paqueta's celebrating in front of their fans as well. He don't care at all. It's lovely connection from the front three. And then Gakpo, perfectly timed pass. Paqueta, he's not missing that one. Okay, we've got it now with Alphonso Davies. Just over to Kim Min-jae, and that's a stupid pass from him. And now Adli is through. Great challenge, but he's won it back, and it's Adli still. He's played outside to Hoffman. Great save from Diogo Costa, but they've got it again. It's to Ranville this time. Over to Hoffman, into Adli. Oh my God, Costa, what a start. Okay, they're attacking down this left-hand side. They've pulled it back though, which was a bit of a waste from them, but they've played some lovely first-time footy. Kim Min-jae, great interception. Now it's Upamecano carrying it forward. Oh no, why have we done that? Well, that was so stupid. Now it's Kim Min-jae covering against Adli. He's done excellent there, and we're trying to play it up. Now it's... Oh my God, I'm not liking this. Upamecano's just lost it again. I'm not liking this at all is what I was going to say. And now it's Lima, and they're through. Costa has saved us. What are we doing? Playing out from the back like that. We've got the ball with Musiala. Great ball out to Elise. Great into Kimmich. Back to Elise. This is lovely football. He's gone for the ping and it's worked out to Gakpo. Absolutely fantastic. Now it's Gakpo on the ball into Kane. This must be 2-0. And it is. Second assist for Gakpo on his debut. The money seeming worth it. Costa's had an unbelievable start as well. These seem like some really good signings, and we're 2-0 up, and it looks like we're about to get some more silverware. And we are. Nothing else happened in the game. A comfy 2-0 win, and we already get our hands on another trophy. The start of Season 2 has gone very well. A very cool looking trophy as well, I must say. I like the bit of gold, the bit of silver, and Kimmich has lifted the trophy. We are Super Cup champions in 2025. What a start to the season. And I mean, I don't think anything needs to change in this team. The start 11's unbelievable. The squad depth is very good. So we're going to play through the first half of the season. I'll show you any key highlights that happen along the way. But other than that, I'll see you on January 1st. And the only highlight I'm showing you is this shot by Harry Kane. Look at this penalty, by the way. That literally summed him up. How can you save that? That's as top bins as it can physically get. And just like that, we have made it to January 1st. Time to check out the league, the Champions League, all of that good stuff. So firstly, the league, we're top of it. And if you look at that, we've only conceded 14 goals in 15 games. That's an extremely good defensive record. But what about the Champions League? Oh my God, we're top of that without losing a single game. We're top of the league. We're top of the Champions League. The squad is looking absolutely fantastic as well. Look at some of these ratings. Gakpo's gone up. Paqueta, Musiala. Davies now 88 rated. The squad is unbelievable. But the squad might be falling apart. Because if you look here, how many people are running out of contract at the end of the season? We need to fix that. And don't worry, we have. We've left 3 players to expire at the end of the season. It's a bit unlucky, but we don't really have room for them. And we just spent a lot renewing everyone else's contract. And the individual stats, Kane has 9 and 14 in the Bundesliga. That's just what he does. But he has blanked in the Champions League. We need to keep an eye on that because that is not very good at all. Gakpo, 4 and 6 in the Champions League. 8 and 12 in the Bundesliga. Paqueta, 2 and 2, but he's got 3 in the Champions League. This season seems to have been a bit less about goal scoring and a bit more about defensive stability. We've been so good defensively. We haven't had to score unbelievable amount of goals. As you can see, Sane's got 1 and 2. Everyone's just got a few goals, and then Kane and Gakpo have a good amount. We have just been so solid defensively. It's not been important. As you see, Armindo Sieb on loan has scored a decent amount. Elise, good amount of assists. But look how far we've had to scroll to find Musiala. He has only played 8 seasons, so we can't dig him out too much. He's had a rough start. He's had injuries, okay? He's had small little injuries that keep reoccurring in the first half of the season. It's not his fault, but if we want to continue this form, it would be absolutely massive if we can get him back in the second half of the season. But we have £84 million in the budget. And I mean, we've just done top of the league, top of the Champions League, basically without Musiala for the whole season. So we don't need anyone else because he's coming into the team, hopefully can stay fit as well. And the team's just going to get even better. We've basically just signed Musiala because we barely used him in the first half of the season. So the team is ready to go. I'll see you at the end of the season, and once again, I'll show you any key highlights along the way. And this highlight is unbelievable. As you can see, they've got the ball. Kim Min-jae wins it back, and Musiala, have a look at this, ready? Paqueta, the connection between those two, just like Season 1, was unbelievable. Paqueta, though, out to Elise, and Sane's playing up front this game. He plays it into him. It's just lovely football. Everyone is so technically gifted. We're able to do these tick-attacker plays, and it's so good to watch. Just like that, we're at the last game of the season against Leverkusen, which was the opening game of the season as well. But does it matter? We've had a very good month, won 2 from 2. But is this game important? No, It's not, because guess what? We're 11 points clear with 1 game to play. We could play absolutely anyone. It don't matter. We've lost 3 games all season. Oh my God, I've just seen that. We've lost 3 games the entire season, only conceding 29 in 33. This has been a defensive masterclass of a season. So we're just going to sim through that game basically and just get to the trophy lift. But the only highlight I'm showing you, look, they've just scored already. But look at this. This could be Puskas. Musiala takes it round 1, takes round 2, takes it round 3. He's still going. Look at this from Musiala. You ready? Bang, bang, bang. In between you all. And scores. What a joke. And that ties off that game. That's the last game of the season. Potentially the best goal we've scored the entire rebuild. And we are back-to-back league title winners. We got our hands on another trophy at the trophy parade, but it is sadly only one this season because as you can see here, the league is all confirmed. But we did go out in the quarters to Borussia Dortmund, which is not ideal at all. We absolutely smoked them in the league. We beat them by 9 points, but we lost to them in the Champions League. So Season 3 is going to have to be a big one for that. And I need you guys massively to let me know down below, who do we need to bring in? Or what do we need to change about this team to make it a Champions League winning team? So we only have one more try at this. And I mean, the individual stats. Gakpo was our top goal scorer, 20 in 29 and 7 in 12 in the Champions League. What a signing that was, by the way. Harry Kane had a really poor season by his standards. Only scoring 14 in the league, that's not going to happen again, let's be real. So maybe if he steps it up again, the Champions League is coming back. Paqueta a solid season as well, but again, we didn't score too much as a team this year. It was more about our defensive performance, like I said, halfway through the season. And in terms of assists, Elise carried it, 5 and 7 and 21 is a very good return, I must be honest. And Musiala, again, those same injuries were playing up for the rest of the season, which is not ideal, but again, no one put up crazy numbers. I mean, Gakpo did. But other than that, it was just solid performances, solid defence. But is that enough to win us the Champions League? It wasn't this year. So next season, we might need to make some massive changes to this team. So let me know down below. Is it tactics? Do we sack me? Am I the problem here? Is there any players we need to bring in? Do we need to sell anyone? Is anyone an issue in this squad? Make sure to let me know because we only have one more attempt. Season 3, our final attempt of the Champions League. Make sure to comment any suggestions down below and I'll see you in Season 3.